Good morning, everybody. This video is for the students of class 6. Today I'm going to teach you the first poem of your English literature book, A House of Home by Lauren M. Halley. Right? She is the poetess of this poem. So before I take you through the poem or go on with the explanation of the poem, I would like to briefly add the biography of the poetess. Students, it's to be noted down here. She was an American poet. Mrs. Lauren was an American poet. Okay, and she was born on October 8. Born on October 8, 1921. 1921. Where? In St. Peter, USA. In St. Peter, USA. Okay. Let's know something more about this poetess. Okay, so we can add here that the writing style of Mrs. Lauren is very simple. Okay, she writes in a very simple language. Though the writing style of this poetess is very simple, but it is very thought provoking, right? So these are the things about the poetess that you all must remember. Now let's take a look at the poem. Come to stanza 1 first of all. So here what the poet says: what is a house? It's brick and stone. What is a house? It's brick and stone, and wood that is hard, and wood that is hard. Some window glass and perhaps a yard. Some window glass and perhaps a yard. Its eaves and chimneys. Its eaves and chimneys and tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors, and stucco and roofs and lot of doors. That's what here the poetess is talking about. So in this whole stanza here the poetess is talking about that what is a house. Okay, what is a house actually? She here intends to say that whenever we people talk about a house, generally what are the things that come to our mind? What sort of pictures or images are there that begin to come to our mind, right? So you must have come across many words here related to a concrete house, right? So whenever we talk about a house, that only refers to a concrete building made up of stones and bricks, right? So these are the hard substances only, the materials of making a building will be coming up to our mind. Okay, what are those things? Just have a look once again. They are bricks, they are stones, okay, wood, window glass, a yard, eaves and chimneys. What is the meaning of yard? Yard is a measuring unit. Okay, it's a unit of measurement. And eaves and chimneys, eaves means here the outer wall of a house, okay, that is connected to the roof, that is connected to the terrace, that is what we may say. And what about chimneys? Chimneys are the hollow structure. Here I have not drawn, but this is just like a hollow structure through which the smoke or the gas of the house, of inside of the house, comes out. Okay, right. And next, and tile floors and stucco and roof. Again this is a new word, stucco. What is the meaning of stucco? Stucco here refers to the plaster, or you may say that's a kind of coating, okay, used for outer wall of a building, outer wall of a house. Okay, so these are the things: lot of doors, lot of windows, glass, stucco, chimneys, eaves, yard, okay, wood, bricks and stones and cement. These all are the things, or you may say the hard substances or the building materials, okay, that come to our mind when we talk about a house, right? So when we sum up what is a house, we can say that a house is only a physical structure, okay, that only talks about bricks and stones, or you may say about all building materials. Okay, now come to next stanza here. What is a home? It's loving and family. What is a home? It is lovely and it is loving and family, and doing for others, and doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. Now let's have a look at this stanza 2. Okay, now what about when we talk about a home? When we talk about a home, right, it does not only merely talk about a physical structure or a concrete building. Okay, so what sort of images here? Whenever we talk about a home, okay, we begin to swim with, right, we begin to flow with a lots of beautiful and a lots of loving pictures in our mind. What sort of pictures are these? Okay, these are the pictures of mothers, picture of fathers, okay, sisters, brothers, loving family, okay, unselfish acts, etc. Okay, and kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. So these are the things which begin to come to our mind whenever we talk about a loving home. Okay, whenever we talk and discuss about a home, it talks about a loving family, it talks about a beautiful family that consists of a mother, of a father, of a grandmother, of a grandfather, of brother, sister, uncle, aunt, and so many family members are there. When they all come together, they form what? They all form a home. Okay, and it's unselfish acts. So the acts of all our family members are very unselfish. What is the meaning of unselfish? Unselfish means who are willingly every time ready to help one another in a family. That happens only in a home. Okay, not in a house, that we have already talked about in stanza 1. And kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. So you are much more cared in your family. Okay, all your family members, your mom, dad, okay, your mother, father, your brother and sister, your grandmother, grandfather, everyone is very much concerned about you. Everyone takes care of you. Okay, and everyone loves you very much. That's all a home talks about. Okay, so here in this poem we have come to know that what is the difference between a house and a home. Okay, so these are the major differences between the two words, a house and a home. Okay, now look at the sets of some rhyming words in the poem. That's what also very much important for each and everybody of you to remember. Let's come to stanza 1 once again. So can you see any rhyming set of words? Yes. Okay, here we have hard and yard. Hard and yard are the two words rhyming with each other. Okay, after that, next set of rhyming words we have floors and doors. Floors and doors, that's also very important. Okay, to be learned. And in stanza 2, here we get others, sisters and mothers. Okay, others, sisters and mothers, these three words are there rhyming with one another. Okay, and the next set of rhyming word, the last one is there, sharing and caring. Sharing and caring. Okay, it's also very important here. You all have to learn all these things. Okay, so with this I have completed my today's explanation for this poem, a house and a home, right? So see you next now with my some another video of your class. Thanks for watching everyone.